Hey guys, welcome back to another stream of HBM's Nuclear Tech Mod Space Fork. Today, I'm back again. But let me get some music going. Let me get some music, guys. And let me throw down all of this stupid stuff on my desk. What do we leave off with? What was it? This stuff? Oh yes, we need to make large boilers. Let's go in and take a look. Large boilers. 10 dash. What's holding us back on dash production? Coal gasoline. Coal tar creosote. Couldn't be those. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's holding us back on dash, guys. Just give me a second before I coal, oil, cracked oil, petroleum gas, steam. Oh, we needed to move boilers to here. I believe, additionally, problems are going to be coming from the heavy oil and naphtha, so we need to deal with those. Alright, take a look. Just place this here. Boom. Shift F9. Oh yeah, we have all the space in this shop, dude. Okay. For now, we're just gonna have this thing floating. Doesn't really matter. It should still be separated because it's just literally the block. Oh, except you can't access it like that. Never mind, we're not even going to bother with that. It's a bad idea. Give it like 2 blocks of space and then we just do one here. Right, it's 2 blocks is right here. Where it needs to be. It's going to be for heavy oil. So when I do this, shift, heavy oil. Oh, he's already got heavy oil. I'm stupid. Oops. Guys, it's for naphtha. Doesn't really matter that much. It's not the end of the world. There we go. Now we've cleared out this thing. So that means we can run up some oil. Just run oil through things. Run coal through things. Just gonna dump all my coal coke into here. I'm just trying to figure out where the heck I'm putting it. It's probably right here. Dump out all of this rubbish. All of that garbage goes away. How do I set my light off? Hey, there we go. Well, it's actually a lot more smoother this way. Like this way you get a lot of lag, kinda. Feels laggier. So we have heavy oil, bitumen, and heating oil. All of that's gonna get coked. Ah, here we go. Look at this. It is running and producing what it needs to produce. It's filling this guy with light oil so this guy with mercury can do it. And then, other thing we're gonna need. Yo, my man. Hello, hello. We need to get what's it called? More dash. What's up? What do you have for me? What do you have to tell me? Oh my gosh, that looks like a great place to go fight a bunch of them. Okay, we're gonna go fight these guys first. There's so many of them. Oh, that one doesn't do stab. Stab! I mean, it is a Chernobyl sign. It's not a stop sign, so that makes sense. Okay, here we go to the mine. Let's go to the deepest portion. Well, yeah, go to the deepest portion. Vein miner still clutch. So what I believe it's set the vein miner still clutch, which is what we need. It's coal. I need dash. We have a section up there we can go up to. Okay, this didn't really go anywhere. That's a dead end. I guess there's no dash in this place. It's like almost as if... Okay, we're just gonna do AoE 1 and Silk Touch until we find dash. We'll start now at the Obsidian. Ah. Oh, we found redstone. That's useful. Oh, even more redstone. That's great. Even more useful. Literally dying inside. Literally dying inside. It's crazy. Please just leave the torch there, dude. Find it kind of weird that there's no rare earth, don't you think? Yeah, like we got all this copper, bruh, but no of the other stuff. Literally all of the copper in the game, right here. I'm definitely gonna start turning this into what's it called? Copper metal. Yeah. Take the malachite and do the stuff in the furnace with it. We're gonna do that today. We're gonna produce a bunch of copper ingots. I think that's a good, solid idea for what we're gonna do today. Alright, let's go. No rare earth, but a huge vein of malachite. Want to ascend. It's okay, because you can get to the exit this way as well. So we just gotta go out this way. Boom, 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 boom. Who took my dirt block, bruh? Who took the dirt block? Okay, so what we're gonna do with this malachite, we're gonna take it to here. Is that on? We're about to find out. Actually, I know the answer. The answer is it's not gonna work on the other one, so we need to put this in here and get our template out. Template folder. I cannot find any rare earth. Alright. What am I doing? Flux is made with limestone. We have a bunch of that in here. And then also, we're gonna need to take coal from here and start processing that. We need limestone and sand. That's what we need total. Ah, crap. Just grabbed 3 stacks out of there. I do not need 3 stacks of that in my inventory. Bro. It's okay. And I should have paper somewhere. What is in here? Oh, that's where we need to go. We need to go get some of that stuff. Go to the skist and grab it from there. It's where we actually need to go. Okay, let's take a look at what we have produced so far. 3 stacks, it's okay. Let me see if I have any. I'm not even sure why we're about to produce so much copper. Because we don't need copper. We don't need that right now. We need earth. Rare earth. Here I am about to produce copper. I don't understand. Okay, we have everything we need, but also don't have the. I know where the blueprint folder is, guys. I know where it's at now. I just remembered it's in here. one malachite. There we go, bro. Here we go, cooking gasolini fettuccine. Unlock that. Start dumping in this stuff. We're about to print out so much copper. HB Jesus won't know what to do with it. We're gonna need to do the redstone we picked up in the mine. We'll take that with us. 12 pieces. We're gonna put the template folder and fluid identifier in here in case I die. Which is likely to happen. It's imminent. Death is imminent, guys. It's gonna happen. Guys, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. Take this out to here so I can process this down. I guess what we'll need to do is set up a final products area that sends out the final products to the assembly lines. There we go. We'll make one dashing it. Hey, we're almost there, guys. Every piece of dash brings us just a little bit closer. We're halfway there. Let's hit a new cave though, because hitting the same cave is not going to get us new materials, okay? It's just going to get us the same stuff we've already gotten. So, hit a new cave is what we're going to do. I think the cave I'm going to go to is probably going to be... Oh, my drill's out of energy too. Typical. Fill it. Hurry up! Here we go. We're going to this cave today, guys. Oh, I need torches. Let's turn around for the 3rd time to get some torches. You know what I want to do today? I want to set up a new farm today. We're going to set up a pumpkin farm. Not an actual automatic one, just a regular one. So fancy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I believe this is the fanciest base of all time. I don't really know what to say. I don't know. I gotta do some torches, right? We need wood. We need wood. Now what I've done for the actual outside of the base is spruce. These are diorite pillars, but I've turned them into slabs and put them sideways, and obviously some aged bricks, which look pretty good. That's how I like to do this exterior for this base. Oh, that's way too many torches. Oops. Okay, we went from having too few torches to having too many. We need like 3 stacks, okay? We're going to go collect stuff from underground. We're gonna go get... Okay, we're gonna set this to Vein Miner and Silk Touch. We're gonna start filling this in with torches as we go down. I need iron. I do need iron. Just keep going down until we find our way to the bottom. All of this iron, dude. It's at 55 now. What just exploded? Oh, it was just creepers walking in lava. Makes sense, bro. Makes sense. How much iron ore is that? We're at 27 right now. Barely that deep into the ground. 57, and we're finding so much of it. Okay, so 57 is my new iron layer. When I go mining, I'm gonna have to go to 57, dude. You have to go to 57. How do you build... How did you build that so cool stuff? It just takes time. You have to use the, I mean, obviously you play HBM mod, right? Then you spend some time doing it. Alright, let's go ahead and put on some more music, because that's nice. Let's do this one. That sounds good. Sounds good. But yeah, you just do some mining, do some building. Obviously, I've done some farming too. I farmed some stuff. Well, set up a farm. Not like an automatic one or anything, it's just literally the most basic farm. But that's how you have fun, is just adding in more stuff that you can do. Keeps it from getting old. Look at this. So much here. This is gonna be the exit, so we need to like just make sure there's no way anything can spawn. Alright, well, we found our way to clearing out these sections pretty fast. It's just so strange. We can't find any rare earth. I mean, we're not even close to the layer it generates at yet, but it's just so weird that we haven't found that much of it. Like, what, have I exhausted it all? That wouldn't make sense at all, because I barely even played that much. Cow. What the heck? Why is there a cow there? Just keep going. Okay. Okay, we found our way through. If I fall in lava, I'm gonna explode. So outside of this game, what I've been doing is I've been working on a pair of boots that I have, just making them able to be lighter and not as warm. If you've ever worn boots before, what really is annoying with boots is that they trap a lot of heat in. If you have the boots that go up to ankle, so. That is why I removed, there's a 3D mesh cushioning material they added into the boots. I removed that. It leaves it really thin, it's just leather at that point. Leather and 550 Cordura, I believe. Or 500 Cordura. Something along those lines. From there, obviously, what else I can do is remove the actual cushioning and it makes it even lighter. So then I have like the lightest boots ever. Now, they don't fit my feet anymore. My feet aren't size 13. My feet are like size 11.5 at the smallest. I would say 12 is like the correct size, so. But no, they work pretty good now as like a, not necessarily a boot, but they look kind of like a dress shoe at this point. Still though, they have the qualities of a high durability boot. Obviously, if I want to be able to wear them whenever I want, I'm gonna need to have like a sleeve for them. Like a sleeve that goes along with them that is made out of coyote brown fabric of some kind, and with a zipper. Just put a zipper on that. Boom. Perfect. Or do laces. Oh, hey, there we go. That's what I'm looking for, guys. That's what I'm looking for, guys. Okay, guys. Oh, that's what we're looking for. That is rare. Holy crap! It opened up a whole new layer of the world, guys. This is the perfect cave. Oh. Oh, well, we found this. This is like the richest ore vein I've ever seen. Like, everywhere you look in this cave, it's just full of ore. Now, as far as from like an engineering perspective, when it comes to like boot design, there's a lot of things you have to consider because the leaf of a boot actually has webbing in it, or should have webbing in it of some kind that will keep stuff out of the upper portion of the boot, which that boot barely had any of that. It had like halfway, so there was really no point in not in like all the other stuff at the top. Like, wouldn't matter if you have all of that extra leaf, but because part of the leaf doesn't even have any protection it provides against debris, so there's that which you have to consider. And it was also a weak mesh webbing instead of just a full leaf, where the leaf makes up the entirety of the webbing. And then, as well as that, if you consider that boots can be cut in different ways for different, like, parts of the bones in your feet. You have, obviously you have your ankle bone. If you have a boot that goes over that, then... But there's also boots that are cut to contour that. Those aren't really boots at that point, they're more like shoes. And then you have that back tendon, your Achilles tendon, which you can obviously say, like, oh, let's just have a little cut in the back of the boot for that as well. Like, some boots do that, and they don't do the ankle part. The other boots do that part only. Like, it's weird. Like, a lot of things that go into the design of it. But contouring the parts that move is really something that's interesting, because it allows you to have higher mobility in, like, different parts. It's also like other design things. A lot of things have a lot of engineering considerations you have to make. Because if you're going to make something that's good, you have to understand engineering. Obviously, as somebody who uses like certain equipment, I know exactly how I would want that certain equipment to be. Especially as some kind of weird engineer. Weird engineering guy. Weird dude. I'm a weird dude. Yeah. But I like engineering. I like that a lot. It's pretty fun. Engineering is good. Especially when it comes to equipment, because I know so much about engineering and I know how to make stuff that would work in a good way. I'm just really limited in what I can do with that. And I don't really like to tell people about that, because then I'll just be like, oh, hey guys, you all want my engineering capabilities? Cool. Engineering, right? It's what I'm good at. Engineering is my skill, bro. It's my life. Oh, he's been sentenced to that for having a gavel. I am the real judge. The real judge. Chop chop, bro. Chainsaw. It was me, I did it. I did it. It was me. I got the plague. It's slowly eating away at me on the inside. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. Ah, here we go. Another batch of rare earth. This is where you look for rare earth, obviously. Rare earth, please. Please have some rare earth, bro. No! Stay back. I think we've extracted every single material I can get without obviously having torches. Okay, we're just gonna extract every single piece of rare earth from the ground so we can go centrifuge it upstairs. Because this part of the cave is so dark. Really can't do much. Jesus. What the heck, Batman? What the? Oh, yes, slime chunks. Yes, good. This is the cave of all time, guys. This is the cave of all time. I'm not even gonna try to dig through that. That's a bad idea. We're gonna spend like 18 hours digging through gravel just to get to nothing. Well, actually, there is a cave behind there. There is like an actual cave behind there. There's a lot of redstone. Like, this cave is like 10 caves just spawned on top of each other. No, stop, 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 stop. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Stab. Stab! Oh, look at the ceiling. Got a ceiling deposit, bro. Ceiling deposit. Give me that. Look at that, 39. Stop. Think. What? My lungs are burning, bro. Crazy. Radon gas, guys. Radon gas. Four of these guys. Is that everybody? Did I take them all out? Alright. See guy up there. There should be another one somewhere over here. Just gonna keep mining. Alright, let's try to extract from the mine. Because we have a stack of rare earth. You know how uncommon that is, right? I'm going mining and I'm pulling a stack of this out of the ground is insane. Dude, stop. Okay, drop this. We need to grab those so we can make more 22 LR, guys. Oh yeah, we're trying to extract from this cave. Because I've collected all of the stuff in the cave, pretty much. This is a good cave. I'm glad we decided to come here. This is where all the resources are that I don't have normally. Oh, hey, here's more. Rare earth. It's rare. That's why we have so much of it. Like, almost 48 pieces of it. This was a really productive trip underground. Extracting from the cave. If I have time later, I'm gonna try to stream, but obviously things haven't been working out lately with this, so. Plus I've been going through some stuff on my own and it's not really easy to do. Streaming everything all at once, it's just a lot to have on the mind, so been avoiding this part. It's really deep and I don't really want to think about it too much. Alright, let's turn off the lights. Boom. I'm gonna talk about, what do I want to talk about? What did I just think of? That was a pretty weird idea, but no, I'm not gonna talk about that one. That was just another idea for concept of something to engineer. It's not even useful. Well, maybe it could be. Like, I just thought of like, well, you could totally strap. Hello, I love HBM mod. They're adding space to the community edition of the mod for 112. That's cool to hear, actually. I did not know that. If they're doing that, I will play that by all means. I will go out of my way to find that, play that. It's gonna be awesome. And there's a lot of new viewers here too. A lot of new viewers have been popping into the streams, at least as of lately, because I've been streaming a lot, so people have been popping in. And plus, I did successfully defeat YouTube with my special plan. Special plan to take over YouTube. That's what I did. Got people into the videos. I would love to see this on 112 though. It's not something I can ask for, even though I am able to, like, I have a little more sway than most people have. I'm not gonna ask like somebody like a mod developer like that to be like, oh, I want a 112. That's not the way to go. It's not the way to go. It's impolite, kind of. Same time, you could ask, you could be like, I feel like it's more polite to be like, hey, is it going to be coming to 112? And then the answer is no. It's the way to go. But if they're doing it to 112, they're making it to 112, that'd be awesome. Although I know that's probably, like, I haven't heard of that. I don't know. Could happen. Dash. And then we're gonna bring the facility to full production. If you haven't seen my setup so far, this is what I have. How much sulfur you have? It's Bobbert. So my whole base, right now the community edition for 112 has 90% of everything in the 1.7 edition. Follow the 112 community edition. Oh, okay. Community edition. Hey, just can you drop a link to that for me? I'll pop in there and see what it's about. If they've gotten it to where it's 90%, I'm impressed, because the only version I know is, well, extended edition and the regular edition, or like whatever that was called. Those were the two that I knew. So if they've gotten it to 90%, I'm impressed. Or maybe I can find that in. I don't really want to go on my way to find that while I'm streaming. Just send me a link in the chat or on Discord or something. I'll find it. Boom! Laverier. The working alloy, bro. Get that steel anvil out of here. Oh my goodness. It's here. It's finally here. Wunderbar. This is the metal of all time. Where did I put the actual assembly for these guys? You actually think it's more than 90%? I'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that. That sounds really arrogant of me to say that, but boiler, bro, boiler. That's what it is, boiler. Okay. Jump on here. So, with these are basically able to handle infinite amounts of oil. You can fill them up to maximum capacity. And that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna place one down here. The other one's gonna need a bit of reworking, but obviously I can do that no problem. This one actually can reduce the amount of pipes here because it can do corners, because they do a 4 on each side instead of a 2. So it allows you to effectively set up these. Now with that done, all I have to do is rework some of the pipes, obviously, just like what I did. Head up. So we'll head up to the front door. I'll grab out this. Okay, so we need oil, crude oil, switch, cracked, and then we'll probably need a hot cracked oil. Difference is that one is going to help us make rubber, the other is going to help us make desh, which obviously you can avoid making desh through the light oil processes if that's your thing. However, for me, I'm going to stick with it this way. It's a lot simpler for me to automate this, and I can avoid using some stuff. Now, avoiding things is not always the way to go. Sometimes you have to face things and make those, but I'm just not even gonna bother. I'm being lazy with this. I'm being very lazy with this. Cracked oil tar. Then we have heavy oil, light oil, naphtha, petroleum gas, all doing their things. Do I have an extraction for petroleum gas? Yes, I do. Oh, okay, it's going straight to here. Now, this is where we're going to get into big coker unit production. I'm going to have a lot of coker units. But with that, I have finished those. We're going to charge up my... I don't need to charge... What do I need to do? What do I need to do? We need to make more dash. We have a lot of this ready to go, so... Eventually our power grid's going to reach a point where it can't keep up with all of the stuff we're running, so we need to start getting a better energy source. Probably nuclear power, which is going to go in its own building, probably somewhere down this way. But I have been saying that we should set up a machine gun range. That'd be pretty cool. Set up a machine gun range. Build a machine gun range on Minecraft. What? Machine guns are awesome. They're the best weapon, and I could talk about them for like 6 years. I need my tools for farming though. Need my tool for farming. Oh yeah, we need to produce more oil. What is this? What is on my phone? We need a tool for oil. Or no, not for oil. Coal. Let's find coal. I'm gonna take this coal here. Do this thing with the coal. Gonna go to here. We're gonna do this thing with that. Start making more steel. So, how did the copper turn out? Because I kind of just left that unattended. I don't know how the processing of copper is turning out right now. Did we just churn out copper or no? Look, we have slag. Oh. Well, that's awesome, guys. Give me, malachite. Can I use just regular malachite for this? One piece of that? Give me this. Oh wait, copper. That's what it needs to be. We're just gonna remove the filter from this, okay? I feel like that's the way to go. I need foundry copper. Alright, run that through. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gasoline. I'm just able to run this through the process so effectively now. Because like, I'm looking at this. The only thing that's going to stop me is coal gasoline, which is going to hold us back pretty heavily. I think the way we're going to avoid that is either by burning it as fuel, which is obvious. Okay, that's the obvious answer. Or I could take this coal gasoline and run it to one of the machines to heat it up. It's gonna reduce, we won't be able to run an ash pit under the machine, but there's really no point in that, because it's just gonna get you, what, carbon? Coal? It's not really that useful. Coal powder needs more usages than just sitting there under the machine. So it's what it's good at right now, is sitting there under the machine. Now, how many coker units will I need? This is where things are gonna get fun. That's where the coal gasoline is gonna go, actually. Cracked oil, cracked light oil. Okay, so we have kerosene, diesel. Heating oil is kind of not as easy to coke. We're gonna need at least 4. So heating oil is one of these things where even if I coke this, it's really difficult to coke. So I probably will solidify it. Look at this. Oh, actually, it's really easy to coke. It gives you coker oil back. So 5. We're probably looking at about 5 of them. Bitumen, which we can obviously reroute that back through the oil setup. So we'll make some pipes for that. Reroute everything. Figure out how I'm going to get that to work. Should be pretty easy to do. Okay. Dash. Make iron ingots. Make ducts. Alright. Give me this. We're gonna reverse this through the setup. Going to go to the other side. Why is there... Why would I throw zirconium on the ground? It's so valuable. We're gonna have to dig a pipe that will take bitumen all the way back to the start. Guys, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, here we go. I mean, it's never gonna be easy in this, is it? Just do this. Go around. Oh, look at that. 2 pipes there. We'll have to go underneath this pipe. And probably just keep at this level. So that's the refinery there. But yes, so that's because we're doing half cracked oil and then half regular oil. This is gonna probably run back a lot of extra bitumen. Now we'll have to find out where the bitumen comes from anyway. So it's on the edge. Pop up. Let me see what we're looking at. Okay, we're here. We need to go there. So if I can do the math, looks like I'm digging a tunnel this way. Indeed I am. Okay, then this gets me closer to where I need to be. Because then I can just head this way. This will take me to here. And then it should just be out this... There we go. Bitumen. That's his first big product, is bitumen. Obviously, we can do a pipe that goes down here. That's how we're going to get our bitumen down. Bitumen. So take the bitumen, do this. Now I should run the bitumen through here. And then it's gonna go... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and see how that's turning out. As far as... We've taken care of that. We have industrial oil, which needs to go through another fractioning tower. Then we have... Here we have heating oil and diesel. And as I said earlier, heating oil is going to be the easiest one to handle. So I think what we're going to need is like some kind of multi-pipe bus or something, but that does not exist in HBM mod, so that's going to be an issue. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright. Let's go do some stuff. Okay, right, we were making copper here. How much copper have we made? What? Oh, wow, look at down there. It's getting really full of slag. Eventually, we're going to have to clear it out of slag, but it's going to be an awesome, momentous occasion when we finally get to do that. We're going to give it a shot. Run through a little bit of coal production with this thing. Start working on another fracturing tower. Let's do the math and calculate how much of that we're going to need. Or how much steel we'll need is going to be 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then for the coking towers, I need 5. 5 coker units. Well, it should be 5. Actually, I need to really focus on the math for that. Because if that math is wrong, we're not making anything, right? We're failing at that point. Hold on. Head over to here. So the green side is going to handle stuff that's not really being produced. So no high-speed steel on the green side. Low-speed steel, bro. Low-speed steel. Let's head over here. Right. So we need a second fractioning tower. It's going to go to here. We're going to need crude oil. This makes heavy oil, naphtha, light oil, which is being turned to dash. How much dash have I produced? 10. Oh, we need more mercury. That's the whole bag. But industrial oil makes products as well, which is heating oil. Let's check industrial. Ooh la la! What is industrial greenhouse? I do not need that. So industrial oil can go through cracking to make naphtha, petroleum gas, and low pressure steam. That's an option. We don't need petroleum gas though, so I don't need to do that. What I would do is probably put it through. You can do the coker unit. It takes 7,900 though. It barely gets you any coker oil. Coker oil back is gonna be weird because then I have to do the process to turn that in. But obviously, what you should do is definitely the fractionating tower to get that engine lubricant. So you have heating oil and engine lubricant, which isn't super useful, but can be solidified. So it looks like we're going to be making a solidifier. And then we're going to be, that will be 3 things actually. So 3 different things that I can use a coker for, which is going to be diesel. Actually, what do we have here? So we have heating oil. So we're going to say we need 1, because we have heating oil over at this guy as well. 2, we have cracked oil, kerosene, so we need 4 coking towers. Mathematically, that's going to be pretty expensive, but I'm a genius. Trust me, I can do this easy cheesy. What I need to do is look at the coker recipe. Also, don't forget we're going to make a solidifier. Coker is going to cost 18 per each one. Hopefully it is 4. Or, yeah, that's the number I said. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So each of these is going to take 36 per every 2 of them. Fun. I like math. I like math a lot. Take this. 38, 1, 2. Okay, so we have 64 and 8. Now it's time to do 16 for each. 4 is going to cost 64. Obviously, 8 for each is going to be 32. Thankfully, we're producing copper in like a large quantity now. So I don't have to worry about that being too big of an issue. 32. Four rubber bars per each one. We don't have rubber bars here, but we do have them out there. This is a solar eclipse, right? Oh, it's actually nighttime. Been focusing so much that it turned to nighttime. Holy crap. How do we not have more rubber? I've been running oil production for quite a while now, so how do we not have more? We're just not cracking oil? Right? Because that makes a lot of sense, right? I'm gonna cut this pipeline off. Because I think it's the issue. It's this crude oil pipeline. Because if I do that, what am I doing essentially? Is just throwing away oil. Because it's all going to go to one spot. It's going to be that guy. So we're going to shut down that pipe. It's the problem. Like, yes, this can send it in a direction, but there's no such thing as a fluid diode, so we don't really have the ability to do that. That's not how that's going to work. It's just going to end up all going to become regular oil. The whole process just produced regular oil every single time I ran it. So that's what's going on there, I think. I think that's what's going on. I think I've done the math, and it's telling me that I need to do... What's holding this? Anything holding this back? Nothing is holding it back right now. Okay. I'm going to take this. This is full of mercury, isn't it? Yeah. Because I made the joke about it yesterday. Oh yeah, mercury amalgam, guys. Mercury amalgamation. Some chemistry. So I was reading about hydrazine, which is my favorite chemical compound because of rockets. Like, hydrazine is actually so fascinating. Like, I was reading about how it violently, pretty much it's very violently that it reacts with pretty much everything. I always thought that, some of the things I always thought was that it was, like, super hazardous because it's, like, very poisonous, but what makes it super hazardous is not just that it's very poisonous, it's that it's also very reactive. It's able to react with oxygen in the air and just, in theory, violently reacts with that. It just explodes. But also, the other interesting things about the chemistry behind it is, like, it reacts with acids to make salts because it's, I think it's a weak base, if I remember correctly. So that means that happens. What is this? Why is this all bitumen? What is this pipeline? We could be bitumen from somewhere else, right? What's bitumen? I believe we're getting bitumen from there. Okay, so this means I need to rework the piping. What is all of this with the bitumen pipes? Why the heck do I have a bitumen pipe that goes out to here? So there's no need in that. This pipe is wrong. Okay, this is fun. I didn't really read much about hydrazine. I just read like the first page I have from that paper. People would probably not like me to read these things because they're like, oh yeah, it's probably an issue. But it's the only thing I enjoy really is that, reading those. Chemistry is my favorite subject by far. There's so much you can learn about everything. Like if you start understanding chemistry, you can start understanding everything. Physics is also a lot of chemistry. It's just the best subject to learn. People are like, "Oh, become a lawyer. Go do this. Go do that." But really, they don't understand that with a chemistry degree, that's really scary. Now, I'm not saying that I'd want a chemistry degree to be scary. I'm saying that chemistry is so powerful. So powerful, guys. Hello. How are you today? That question always scares people. How are you today? It's like some secret information. It's like chemistry. What scares people is that chemistry is a subject where like you can get into like some really powerful stuff, I would say. Powerful stuff. Like talking about hydrazine, obviously. Hydrazine is interesting because it can literally make explosive salts. Now, it's also super poisonous. Like it can just contact with the skin can cause some serious neurological symptoms, so not really a fun substance. But at the same time, also like super dangerous, super awesome. Chemistry is amazing. I gotta get back into chemistry. Like that's what I gotta do. Gotta find my way back to that. Also gotta do other stuff. Just kind of difficult to talk about everything, honestly. Alright, this is because I need 4 of those. And we have motor oil to deal with. We need like a multi-coker unit. We should be getting rubber. Or we should have gotten rubber. Hold on, let me dump out this so I can make more dash. Like, chemistry is definitely not something I get to talk about with my friends, because then they don't understand. They don't understand chemistry. Like, they'd get scared. It's like dark magic, you know? So that's what I hate. That's what I hate. Is that if I want to talk about things I enjoy, then it's dark magic. It's like, oh, he's scary. He's scary. He's gonna do scary stuff. But I have no intention of ever doing that. Zero intentions. Why is that gasoline? Set to coal gasoline. There we go. Engineering is also fun. Engineering is also one of my favorite subjects because I can talk about like all kinds of engineering. Like, one of my favorite things is engines, specifically jet engines and rocket engines. Because you can take, like, you can literally take a soda can and turn it into a jet engine using just a little bit of gas and a little bit of intelligence. By gas, I mean not gasoline, but of course, just a flammable gas such as propane. You can ignite it, and it will make a whoop. Like, I made something like that one time, and it was actually pretty neat. But also, I made a rocket motor one time with sodium chlorate and powdered sugar. Now, I didn't understand the process at that point in time. I didn't even understand what I was making, really, which is something I've learned from, because if you don't understand what you're making, you're easily making something that's gonna just destroy you. Something that could have actually ended me back then. Which is not funny. It's not funny at all, but it's something I like to tell people as a joke, usually, is that, well, not even as a joke, but like to teach people that life lesson of, oh, This is not really something you should play with if you don't understand what you're doing. It is much like dark magic. I would compare it to. What people compare it to is correct. It is definitely dark magic. Something you should not be messing with if you don't know what you're doing. But at the same time, it's not dark magic because you just don't understand. You just don't understand the chemistry, bro. Don't understand how to do it. But what is stopping these guys from doing their stuff? That's weird. Something doesn't let this thing work. Hot cracked oil's going through there. We're making cracked oil, right? Is it all just being made into regular oil? I think it is. Which makes like 0 sense. Because, and here's the reason it makes 0 sense, is that oil goes through here. That's where all my crude oil goes. So that means anything coming out should be cracked oil. It should be limiting the amount of regular oil we're making. Look at this. How much coal have I made? So much coal coke, and yet no oil is coming out of it. It's leaving a good question of where the heck is my light, or is my actual oil going? Physics is also interesting. Like, you can get, like, basic physics, like aerodynamics and stuff. Everybody knows about those. But what people don't talk about is, like, stuff like quantum entanglement and stuff. It's, like, where it gets really interesting. Quantum entanglement? I could talk about quantum entanglement for, like, 5 minutes, and then I'm not even sure what I'm talking about at that point. It's where one particle can occupy a space in a universe, but share the same, like, aspects as another particle and be related to that particle. So if you change something about one of the particles, then the other particle will change as well to accommodate this. And it's in a completely different place, could be billions of light years away. Which is just interesting. Because how do you study this? How do you even know about this? But I don't know if that's even a theory. Like, that seems like it's something that's theoretical, like, honestly. It just doesn't seem to be... wouldn't seem to be a real thing. Alright, just run over to here and see what the heck it's doing as far as that goes. We're making coal oil. We're making... it's getting vaporized. There we go. So we've been vaporizing all of our crude oil. There we go. So that's what's been happening. I've just turned billions of liters, billions of tons of coal powder into nothing. What's up? Hello. How are you? 2. We're making hot cracked oil. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be cracked oil. Just gonna take this pipe out so I can put it back in and see what happens. What? Yeah, I've not been able to watch your streams, so I'm sorry. I've just been kind of dealing with some of my own stuff, so... okay. I don't really understand what's going on with this, but somehow this thing is messed up and not functioning correctly. So, it's fine. We've solved most of the issues. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. For any longer, it should be no problems. There should be no issues with this at all. I have 64 of these. Let's throw those in. And we'll see how this turns out. Because I should have rubber. We need 16 pieces of rubber for what I'm making. He's getting crude oil. He's cracking the crude oil. He's going to be doing the stuff with crude oil. How's this guy doing? He's also building up heavy oil. Good, good. This guy isn't even getting unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons, guys. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. This is the pain. Pain of the process. There we go. Is it already finished with the cycle that it just ran? Pretty sure it's finished with the cycle. Because it can only run, like, yeah. It runs it so fast. How the heck is it producing so much of that so fast? That doesn't make any sense at all. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This isn't really adding up. It's not even producing the correct quantities of stuff. If we're looking at this 415, it's all it's produced. I don't understand how we're only producing 415. I don't have the answers to this. Conveyor ejector. We should just run a conveyor into this guy with all of the stuff. Is that connected correctly? That is not connected correctly at all. Boom. 54 more. Let's see how that does. We'll see how that does. Put it in. We should see that it produces tons of rubber, but it's producing like the bare minimum amount of rubber, which is weird. Maybe it's that we're running coal instead of regular oil to my cracking tower, which means I need an oil deposit detector. Once we have one of those, we can easily find where it's at. Okay, here we go. We should be making unsaturated hydrocarbons, shouldn't we? Making this stuff as well. It's getting hot cracked oil. 445. Yeah, we need to set up the oil derrick. We can't keep doing that in that manner of production. It's just not going to work. We're barely producing any unsaturated hydrocarbons. We need to run it all through. Like, yes, we're making a lot of coal coke, but simultaneously we're not producing what I need to be producing, which is going to be all of that other stuff. So let's go ahead and solve that. Just gonna leave these here since I don't really need these on me right now for this mission. What are we gonna need for the mission that we're about to execute? I don't even know right now, dude. Don't even know what we're gonna need for this mission. In theory, what I need will just be as simple as... I think I just need the deposit oil reserve detector analog circuit board, so 3 steel plates. I might have that lying around somewhere. 1. We'll see if I have enough to make this without even... Because this is something that you produce constantly from recycling. 2. Well, I have 2 steel ingots there. Right, steel plates. 1, 2. I am 1, 2. Okay. Analog circuit boards made using 3 vacuum tubes. I'm not sure what I need. Okay, let's get some... What does it need? Like steel wires? I think it needs tungsten wires. Yes, it needs tungsten wires. So we'll set up a wire mold. I have a tungsten ingot, so I can make the tungsten wires. I need glass, which I have sand somewhere. I do have glass panes, I believe. I don't actually have glass panes, never mind. I'm sorry, I just lied to everybody. It's a sad thing to see, but it is what it is. Where's my, sand? Yeah, no sand. Told you guys I lied. Sand does not exist, bro. Not in this base. It's okay, because I can just make more sand with gravel. I think I've been making sand. Have I been making sand? I can just centrifuge more stuff to get sand. Okay. Depending on where you live in the USA, I assume you live there, stream will be the range of 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah. It's 8 a.m. for me, so. I don't know, because I'm going to be busy today as well. Not sure what I'm going to be doing today. Just know I'm going to be busy. Just kind of have a lot going on. It's just kind of a lot. $16. Okay. I don't really know if I want to take my polymer and just throw it away to this goal, but here's what's gonna happen. Boom. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. We're gonna make as many of these as I can, because I want to. I don't even think you can make tungsten plates. I just thought of this, but I don't think you can make a tungsten plate. It's 3 p.m. for me. I'm just going to tell you when the streams are gonna be so you know. Okay. So usually early in the morning for me. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to be able to watch them because I got a lot I'm dealing with right now, so. I don't really want to say I'm going to watch them and then not watch them. I don't really want to have to try to be there to watch them because I'm not going to be able to do that. At this time. But in the future, I could be there. No oil or gas detected. Huh, interesting. It seems like it's been changed a bit for this. There is actually 0 oil. This is one of those interesting worlds where it doesn't generate the oil, isn't it? I haven't even been in this direction before. There is no such thing as oil, guys. It's probably because there's 6,000 ravines that spawn where the oil is going to be. Yes, that's exactly what has happened. We actually have to run it as a coal oil process. Alright guys, I give up. I give up. There's no oil in this world. There's no oil in this world for like 50 miles. Now I will tell you guys about a wonderful process called wood oil to oil conversion. Which is actually possible, and it's not hard. It's not like the best way, because you're reducing the amount of oil you get that way. Like, you're limited to a specific amount of oil that you can get. Show me where the malachite is. Oops. With just one piece of malachite. That's sad. So sad. Guys, oil was just an elaborate hoax. It's not real. Surprised there's no actual oil in this world at all. Okay then. Yeah, wait, what is this? It said something else here. Never mind. I'm just dumb. Okay. So oil is not real. I think I could figure out where oil's probably more likely going to be. This direction. We must go to Siberia to find all of the oil. No, there is genuinely zero oil. Sorry if this gets annoying, but I'm just scanning for oil. Oh. Right here. That took forever, guys. Took forever. I should probably mark that. We'll come back to it. I know exactly where it's at. It's just going to be in line with that pillar of the base. We'll just head out from there and we'll be like scanning and then boop. Find it. Really should add a battery to the oil reservoir detector to make it more annoying. I feel like that's what you should do. Make it like GTNH. GTNH, guys. GTNH. Oil derrick is right here. It's gonna do everything we need it to do. It's gonna be okay, guys. It's gonna be okay. Alright, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the oil derrick. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna install the oil derrick. I'm gonna go place it. We're gonna use a battery. Like this thing. Supply it with energy. If I have more batteries, that'd be nice. I think we only have one battery. Which is unfortunate, but we should be able to... Ah, here we go. Multiple batteries, okay? Multiple batteries. Because I'm going to be lazy, right? I'm going to not install power cords. We're just going to take one of the battery buffers from over here to supply it with energy. It doesn't even need that much energy to run. I'm pretty sure you can literally just run this without even, like, that much. But it should get us a bunch of oil, which I can bring back and be like, yep, oil. Crack it. Boom. I do want barrels. So what I'm going to do for that, I'm going to take steel from here. We're going to take this steel, we're going to make 12 plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to do 2 here, 2 here, 2 there. 2 barrels ready to go. 2 barrels ready for operations. Since this is a mission where we're going to be going out to do this, we're going to probably bring with us, just for funsies, the machine gun. I love this thing. Bring this. Load it. I don't think we're gonna need that much ammunition. If we need ammunition, something's going wrong. If we need ammunition, something is going wrong. I would say bring that much. That way I can have 2 loads of, or 2 magazines. It's kind of sad this is the only option of machine guns. There's no PKP, Pechneck, or whatever. PKP. Whatever that stands for. Just gotta get my scanner out. Start scanning for the one oil deposit in like 6 billion kilometers. It's right here. Scan. Walking backwards is safe, guys. Okay. There we go. Directly below. Right. It's done. Plant it down. Alright, we need to go charge them up again. $6 billion liters energy. I know that sounds really silly, but how to quit leaving the world. Every time I survive with HBM, I want to restart the world for no reason. Let me think. Well, what do you do in the world that makes you like what part of it makes you just feel like leaving it? Like, is it because HBM mod is obviously not for everybody, but like at the same time, like what aspect necessarily gets to you to where you want to quit? Is it just that there's too much to do, or like do you not know what you're doing, or like what is it? I'm pretty sure you know what you're doing, so like I would probably say it's probably more that there's too much to do. But that's the thing, is that you just need to find what parts of the mod are like exciting for you. And if none of it's exciting for you, then just find a different mod. But at the same time, like you can do other stuff too. You can get into like bitumen, or no, not bitumen, get into building. Like you don't just have to play HBM mod, you can do vanilla as well. Plus, once you've made good memories of HBM mod, which is what you want to do, let's get to the point where you've made a couple memories. You usually stop at messing with oil. You just need to find the next step after oil. That's what you need to do. Like, try to set a goal after oil. There we go. Yes, these are pretty awful for energy supply. Would not recommend using those for energy. Gotta go by. We'll have a good one. That's really poor accuracy. Like all the bullets are coming out of the barrel at a different angle. I don't know how this one gun works, actually. I've never shot that gun. I've never read anything about the American 180.22 machine gun. But what I know is that it is a real gun. Actually, I think I saw somebody with like 2 of these that were like strapped together. or something like that. I also hate disc-fed guns. Like, why are you gonna feed it from a disc? This doesn't really make much sense. It's like the P90. How are you supposed to feed bullets in, like, sideways on the top? You're just adding more failure points. Like, how am I gonna... It's really weird, though. It's like, how are you gonna get, like, the stuff to be like that? But also, I like configurability. Like, with the P90, the way it's set up, you're just not able to configure a P90 to be like, oh, like an AR-15 kind of platform. AKs also have that same issue. AKs really don't have as much configurability as AR platform, where you have like 7 billion different manufacturers make seven different types of the same part. It's a lot of pieces, but obviously this is like somebody took a Thompson machine gun and then strapped a disc mag to the top. It needs a grip in the front, I feel like, because this could not be ergonomically viable. Also, it's very sporadic in how the bullets are coming out. Also, how are you more accurate when moving? Okay, this is pretty weird. Super accurate when moving. Reload. Okay, we're out of bullets. Just fall back. Wait, do I have everything I need? No. Oil. Obviously, you have the aspect that 22 doesn't kick much, but if you're having like however many rounds this thing could put out per second go off, like I think I got like, I don't know how many bursts I even get with it. We need to start like experimenting with this device, this weapon, because that's how you figure out what it's good for. Like if you don't really know much about it, just test it out a bit, give it some time, shoot it, figure out what it's doing, figure out how we're gonna take that, make it better. Let's go ahead and use these steel barrels of oil and just dump them right here. Dump it in and put that in. Okay, so now that we have all of the oil that we wouldn't be able to get through coal, let's see exactly where the failure point is in my setup. Hurry up. Let's get there. Figure out what's going on with the setup. It's causing it to malfunction. Oh, I think it's just that it didn't have enough oil. That's what it was. It was just a lack of oil. Wow. It's okay though, because we have a bunch of oil now. Oh, look at this. Oh, we're about to back up our aromatic hydrocarbons though. We need more petroleum gas in the system. This guy makes petroleum gas, so I mean, that's where I would get more petroleum gas, run it back to here. You can run it in one of these pipes or just run it in its own separate pipe. Does not really matter. Let's go ahead and do that. Figure out how we're going to do that. Which I should have left all of the stuff we need for that over here. In this box. Box here. Where's the box here at? Right here. Pipes for oil. Also grab out the things I need for this. Head over to the crafting table. We're gonna make this. Oh, it needs to be welded steel. I am kind of dumb. Kind of forget that part, bro. Ah. Okay. I understand what I'm doing right now. Okay, let's see. We have all of these here. We gotta get oil into there somehow. Either it's gotta go like this, so I don't have it looking weird. and get in the way of... it's not going to get in the way, because those are right around it anyway. It's not going to work there. I don't really want it to go into there, so... Is there another way to get petroleum gas over there? Could just run it this way. Could just go straight out of here and run it down. Of HBM's weapon, my personal favorite is the secret shotgun that's from... It looks like and fires just like an LMG. That does sound pretty cool. Oh, there we go. That looks actually pretty nice. Petroleum gas. Again. Since HBM has given us so many places to pipe into this thing, I'm going to use them all. 22 bakelite. Then what do we have here? 9 rubber bars. That's not enough. Has anything backed up to the point where it's not running? With cracked oil tar. It's pretty much a final product for this entire setup. It's cracked oil tar is being produced. Shotgun LMG. Belt-fed bolt-action bullpup pistol that fires from the open bolt position. That's what you need. And that sounds like word spaghetti. But if you understand what those words mean, then it's going to sound like the dumbest weapon of all time. And it is. That's why I said it. It's because it's bolt-action firing from an open bolt position. Well, actually, technically, well... If it fires from an open bolt position, that means the bolt is at the rear, isn't it? Or does it... Well, closed bolt means the firing pin goes forwards. I actually don't even know what that means, technically. I just know it's description of a weapon. That's something I should probably learn so I can get into gun engineering better. Weapon engineering is awesome. I like it a lot. I like all of engineering. Except... engineering that is stupid. Stupid engineering, where you're not actually engineering stuff. I need to find my way towards that path of just engineering things. That's what I would do. I'd be good at it. New equipment? Yes, perfect. Except then you have strict, like, oh, hey, we need it in this budget. We need it in this budget range, okay? So if you can't get it into this budget range, then you suck. If I could say unlimited budget for whatever I'm producing, that'd be awesome. But you have that restriction, which is obviously an engineering puzzle solving thing. I like engineering a lot. Heating oil, engine lubricant. Okay. So we've now produced our outputs. We're gonna start establishing where my coker units are gonna be. Right here we have heavy oil, industrial oil, and bitumen. Okay, so we've figured out how to process all of this. So, piping here. This is going to be my heating oil. Heating oil pipeline. Obviously, we need to get heating oil from here over to there now. Which shouldn't be difficult. But it's going to be. Because I know exactly how much piping's under the ground. So if I pipe out to here, I'm gonna need to set up this. Let's pipe under here. Then we can dig all the way across. We should be able to just pop up on the other side. Like this. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, check it out. Right here. Nope. Here. This is it. Found it. Boom, 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 boom. I should stop thinking about that right now. I need to stop thinking about that. Okay. Problem is that I think constantly, so it's... which makes me smart guy. Heating oil, boom. So now I have heating oil all going to where it needs to be. If I wanted to take care of this kerosene issue now, which I should be able to do, we're just gonna pipe kerosene. We also need to do cracked diesel. Now, here's where things get interesting, because obviously cracked diesel can be processed for petroleum gas and kerosene, okay? If I check cracked diesel, now how do I do this? Crack it, you can get kerosene, you get 40 millibuckets of kerosene per every 100 cracked diesel. Why would I want to do that? Well, if we look at how this cracks, or how this cokes actually, which is what I'm going to do with it. Okay, it takes 640. Now how much does kerosene take? Obviously, kerosene is going to take less in the coker. In fact, you can't even coke kerosene. Never mind. Okay, so we actually need to get rid of... We're probably going to crack the kerosene. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to crack it down, right? That way I can produce more petroleum gas for the other chemistry processes. So that means I only need 2 coker units to have the entire thing running at full capacity, full efficiency. So, boom. Gonna set up 2 there. Obviously, going to need to crack stuff over here, or have it over there and crack it there. We don't want to do too much spaghetti, so we'll just kind of try to keep this linear. Spaghetti is gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen. Honestly, I want to set up the grading, the walking pathway for going through this area. What do I have as far as ladders go? We do have options. We have this carpenter's ladder. It's probably what I'm going to do is make a bunch of those, because that will help me build this thing. It's a ladder that you can retexture, but also it's going to make it so that way if I want to have... Ah, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Place a couple of these up to here. Wait, can I place these on blocks, though? Yes, you can. Now that's where it's going to become useful. So we're going to go ahead and take those. I think we're going to do red for the ladders, but then for the sections of the actual walking pathway, we're going to do those as just whatever I have. So those have to be red. I do have red concrete. Then do I have any structural pieces that I can use? Can make some. Here we go. Some scaffolding. Now, how well does this work together? Can I actually slap this to this? No. Okay, can I slap these onto a block and then remove them from the block? Remove the block from them. No. Okay, that's interesting to see. So we just should use an invisible block. Like air. Somehow we have to get our hands on that. Or something. Could use anything. Pipes will not work. I know that for a fact. Well, I could do these pipes. Rusty green steel frame pipe. Alright, guys. Try those out. See if that will work. Oh, are you kidding me? It does not work? Trying to decorate my oil setup here. Whoa, what the? Yo, what? HBM, what have you done? That's neat. Dude, that's... Look at that. That's... Whoa. What the heck? Like... Is that actually real? Is it real, guys? Is it real? I don't know right now. I don't know if that's even real. This doesn't work because, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm trying to climb up a ladder right here. But I'm trying to go, obviously, and have it so it connects into this. It's going to be like a grating up here. Like, how do you get it to there? I mean, it does kind of work, but it doesn't work the way I want it to. Let's put on the red dye. There we go. That's a good ladder right there. Problem is that this does not connect to it. It's not connect to it at all. So if I climb up this, I'm gonna add in this here. I can place this down on top. That comes up to here. What? Hold on. Oh, because I just placed that into there. It works like a typical... Okay, what am I doing? How do I figure this out? Okay, so logically, we should do it the other way. Realistically, we should do it the other way. Do it the other way. Those really suck. We don't have any other options of ladders though, so it's kind of just that. I mean, there's gotta be something I can do with them to connect them on. Maybe like a concrete support structure just for that, but that's kind of weird. Like I just use some concrete here. It's gonna be weird though. If I had X stones, I could use like some kind of clear material here. I have factory blocks though. I could do those. Usually a block that doesn't exist. Really. Maybe I just type in invisible. Invisible. Shield block. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Block. Because there is invisible blocks in one version of Chisel. Obviously, we could just do steel blocks. That'd look pretty good. We only have like 3 of those. Maybe not. If only these counted as a block, but they don't. They're tile entities apparently. Well, I could just literally do the concrete pillar method. Concrete. Just pillar it up. That's the way to do that. I don't know. It doesn't look right. It's weird. Okay, we'll just do it like this. Boom. Then from there, obviously, I'm gonna do this because then I can add a frame on top that completes the block, and it's gonna look really cool. Do a grate on top of that frame box, whatever. Look at that. That looks like it's meant to be that way. Literally looks like it's meant to be. It's meant to be. No, we should definitely use factory blocks for those, because it does not look good. Gonna reverse my decision. We're gonna use factory blocks. We have steel deco blocks though. We do have that. It's not gonna change what I'm building. It's just gonna be factory blocks, which I should have a chisel also lying around in one of these boxes. Here we go. Then I just need to make factory blocks, which are not hard to make at all. They just require the iron. So do like 1, 2, 3, 4 iron. Then we'll do some stone. And we'll go ahead and take that and do the next thing. Boom. Oh, really? It's not how it's done? Could have sworn that was how it's done. There we go. 32. Alright. Reason we're gonna do those instead of what I was gonna plan on doing before is because it just doesn't work. It's not work. We'll switch all of them to be what looks the best. It's wireframing. Okay, that's not really what I'm looking for. Oh, is it a technical block? Well, this is actually gonna look really good. I'd say that we should do a factory block like this, just a pillar. Okay, let's go up here. To that. That looks a lot better because it's a different texture and it doesn't look like it's part of the same block, but two different colors. Then it's time to set up the scaffolding, obviously. Since we're not sponsored by OSHA, we'll just do everything wrong. Make sure to have worker safety last, guys. Scaffolding with no rails. No rails at all. Going off the rails, bro. Do 8, and then we'll continue with more. Okay. Here we go. Hello there, hello. It's right on top of the chemical plant. Right on top of the chemical plant. Alright. You know, we should just had our base blown up right there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, so we're gonna add in some more stuff, I feel like. Let's make it look even better. Because we have these available. These look good. Trust, these will look good. They will look good. How am I gonna put these into the base? This is the question. This is the question. How am I gonna use these in the build? Obviously, we're gonna need these, and we should just go over to here, start setting up how this is gonna look. So I'm gonna have a section here, some piping. It's gonna pipe up to here. Boom, boom, more piping, boom, boom. Yes, no, that does not look good. Well, pipe all the way to the top, and then we'll just start having the pipe kind of extend in different directions, I guess. Mod Yang. They don't like mods there. Can't say that, man. They don't like mods. They want to destroy the mods. They want to destroy the modding community and tear us all apart. It's the goal. It's their goal. Destroy, tear to pieces, eradicate. The modding sphere will no longer exist. I don't really know what I'm doing with that pipe there, but we'll figure that out in a bit. For now, we're just gonna try to construct a bit of a structure. Somebody just joined my Discord and sent me a message, I guess. I think that's what's happened. Nope. Not at all what happened, but similar. Somebody sent me a message on Discord. Bro. Boom. There we go. Looks pretty good, I feel like. Ah. No, it doesn't. It does not look good at all. How can I make it look better? Well, the answer to that question is to just have this. Needs a second piece. Like that. Then we have to figure out how to make this work. How to make a ladder that goes up there without making it look too dumb. Alright, there we go. Do you pronounce Mojang like Mojang or Modyang? I don't know. Just pronounce it like Mojang. really sucked into what I'm building right now. Even though we need to work on the coker units, this is a good distraction from that part of this. Just building this part of this. Build some weird machine in the center. Obviously I can't place these on there, but if I could, I would. Structure right here, some kind. We'll work on that more in a bit. Obviously, I should definitely get back to the coking units. Really don't like how this is, how I don't know how to support the building. So you have all of this here. Guess we'll do that. Then extend down. If the creeper jumps in the crucible, it'll be a fun day. I guess I'm gonna set up this to accommodate with that structure. Build a structure here. Then we'll output dash through a conveyor belt into the structure. So then this is in the way. We could shift it over a block, have it still fit into the build, but be shifted. We can have this large structure. This is gonna be neat. Now, we could also have another conveyor ejector here. So we can eject our polymer dash into the same structure. Almost like a multi-block, but it isn't. Right, we're gonna need, for those coker towers, we're gonna need 2 of what I'm looking for. So 8 pieces, 16 of those, cut everything down by half pretty much. Why are you making your steel in a crucible when you could do it in the blast furnace and you get a lot more? Like, for me, I just keep running iron like this through to make steel. That's what you should be doing. But if you're making high-speed steel, use a shovel. Just use a shovel. Because then you get out the steel pieces, is what I'm assuming you have the problem with. Holy crap. We're out of coal power in this thing. Be careful with meteorites, they fell on my reactor. Yeah, I'm already aware. We had that happen once, probably. Multiple times. How do you like my oil decorations? They're beautiful, right? Well, they're not finished yet, but they're gonna be beautiful once they're done. Once they're done, oil decorations are gonna be amazing. Alright, we need to stock up on crude oil. So, now that we've finished with all of that, figuring out how to make this coking towers. Coker. Alright, steel grates, we're gonna need 4. And then we're gonna need 6 more steel for each. Because it takes 2 of those, yes. Okay. I have enough steel. I have enough for that. This should be okay. Right, what do I do? Okay. I have enough for this. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, I have enough for the steel we need. Okay. This is disorganized. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we'll start with this. I don't believe... I think we only need the steel... we need it all as... We need this all as what it needs to be. Okay, it needs to be plates. So boom, 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 boom. Set that up. Nice. We're gonna take all of this and start casting this. Take all of that. Make those plates. 4 rubber bars. Should be 8 rubber bars, by the way. So that's all we need. So like I said, with this, just take those, slap that. These need to go through here. 32 of them, all of them. Because each of these is gonna need each needs 6. Well, if each of these needs 6 of those. I've already made 6 for the first one. So I just need 2 more of those. All right. So here's 3. Here's 6. There we go. Math is working to my favor. Boom, 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 boom. We're just left waiting on those. Quite literally waiting on those. While we wait, we'll just get ready. Get ready for them to be made. 6 of these done. Ready for welding. Time to make the coker paper. Coke. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Coker unit is going to be here soon. We're going to need 2 sets of Alright, here we go. We'll do heating oil for this one. What's the best fuel you can use in the beginning? What do you mean by fuel? Like liquid fuel? Like, is it just in general, or like? And for what purpose are you trying? What are you trying to do? Obviously, I make a lot of coal coke. That's what I like to use for pretty much everything. Is coal coke. Make a ton of coal coke. Nuclear fuel is interesting because there's no, in general smelting. Depends on what level you're at, but coal coke for early game. If you can get coal gasoline in a fluid heat exchanger, do that. Obviously, I run a heating oven with that. You can also do solar power with electricity. That's what I run here. But if you're later on in the game, just make a PWR and then run it into a liquid heater, like a heat exchanging heater or whatever that gets called. Because then that's good. That'd be crazy to see. I've never seen somebody do that, but it probably runs like faster than any other smelting method. I actually ran crucibles off of that before, so they're really effective for producing energy for smelting. But that's really later on in the game is when you'll start seeing that. Obviously, the second I can start making those is the second we're going to be running those for every single heating thing I need. Except for when I need, like, obviously, with oil, I'm going to still keep running coal gasoline so I can dispose of it. That's what I'm actually setting up right now, is going to be really just focused on turning the coal gasoline into what it needs to be. Need to find conveyor belts. Where did I put them at? They should be somewhere around here, like just in a box somewhere. Conveyor belts, dude. Here we go. Should be able to do a vertical conveyor that will run through the bottom to the top, where I'm gonna have my output set up on this. So 2 ejectors. Then we'll have a connector that runs up at the top. Need more concrete, guys. Need more concrete. Okay. Fluid burner. What? That's not a fluid burner. Here we go. So we're gonna need quite a bit of steel for that, but it should not be difficult as long as I know what I'm making. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 of those. Then we will dump off all of this into here. And we'll set up the next step, which is going to be 8 of these. 8 of them. Just split that down. Put this down in the air. Put this in the air. 8 titanium ingots. Now I can make these. Three steel plates for each one. So, or pipes for each one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just do the actual small steel pipes for this. Should have 6. Apparently I made an extra. Okay. So now I need 12 and then 8. That's why the numbers did not add up. So I need 12 and 8. So that means I need 16 of these. And then, what is it? 12 of what? Titanium? Oh, okay, easy peasy. The other thing is going to be filters. Okay, burners. 2 burners. Alright. Boom. Then we need the other coker unit. We can't start running these right away because if we start running these right away, we don't actually have the heat exhaust units, so. Boom. And now, it is time to add in some method of getting exhaust out of here. Okay, so we're probably going to start running for those. For everything, actually, we need to get a new exhaust unit. I'm going to put that off for a little bit. But that should be the next thing we do after I upgrade my exhaust duct. Construct some exhaust ducts, I should say. We'll take 16 iron. We're going to make that all into exhaust ducts. Because I need quite a few for this. Take some polymer bakelite or whatever. Okay, just make those. 2 stacks should do. We need to find a way to get that into there. This is one of those bigger pieces of this, because these are pretty essential if you don't want to have a whole lot of pollution. These guys are the biggest polluters available. So if you're trying to get pollution, hey, don't do this. But if you're trying to not have pollution, then maybe don't do this. Maybe don't set up the biggest polluting machine without any exhaust duct. Maybe do it like I'm about to do it right now. Because we're about to run a burner for coal gasoline, which is polluting. Boom, boom, boom. Now we need to connect this to... Pretty much all of these guys don't have anything for them. Okay, we'll just run around one of these then. We're gonna do some spaghetti. Some spaghetti processing right here. Pretty much all of those guys also are going to need this as well. We've just been running them without it the entire time, so they've been... Obviously, they're not as polluting, but they still produce a lot of pollution. So we need to handle that and deal with that accordingly. Boom. Now it's time to run this through here. I need to hook this in either through there or through the other side. Looks like it's gonna be through the other side. I can just drop this down right here. Boom, right there. That's where we are going to connect the stuff. We need more for the other piece of this. So the guy on this side also needs some connection. Needs a connection. So we'll see where the piping intersects and how I can get that hooked in. Link it in. Looks like it's not gonna be easy to do it there. We're probably doing... Oh my gosh. It's just like I break a bunch of blocks, there's a pipe there. That's how advanced... That's how I know I'm doing this, like, super spaghetti. Super spaghetti tree. Alright, so that has to run to the pipes over there. Oh crap. Oh crap. Get out of here, bro. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be done. That means all of the exhaust now is going to be running out of these guys. Getting the pipe for the other stuff also going to be fun to do. So let's just start by saying, okay, we know where we want the pipe to be. So we want it to be down here. On this block, we're just going to dig out where the pipe should go and start figuring out the pathing for the pipe. So we're going to dig out this. Pipe needs to go here, right? Okay, so we have a pipe in the way there. Boom, just lower it down a block. We'll just dig forward. Okay, so we've dug forward. Then the stuff comes out of, I believe, the second one, so it's going to be the farthest one. Alright, here we go. Found it. It's right here. We're going to take pipes, start laying them in. Okay. You know, this is awesome. This is gonna be awesome. If we ever get a cracking tower set up, it's going to cause all of this to, like, or no, a fracking tower. If we get one of those set up, every single piece of this place is gonna collapse because of the pipe spaghetti underneath. So, that's fun to know. Fun to know, indeed. Okay, let me see what's going on. What is that? Okay. Well, I should be able to make more pipes. I should have enough iron. That way we can get this done. It's one of the biggest piping things ever. Alright. Just gonna do this. What am I doing? Just hooking this in here. Alright, set that to be coal gasoline now. Okay, and all these guys also have to be set to coal gasoline for this to work. Coal gasoline, and then also this guy needs to be coal gasoline. Set them both on, so they will immediately begin charging the system. Alright, let's go over to the pipe, see what it is the problem. Ah, that's great. This guy is coal gasoline all the way to the end, correct? Yes. Which is this guy, who has coal gasoline in him. It just deleted it from existence? Is that what happened? That would be absolutely awesome if it was. Okay, we'll see how that worked. Oh no, it just doesn't have any coal gasoline to give. Oops. Well, that's me being stupid. You being stupid. So output all that. Should give it enough of a buffer. We'll go see how this does now over here. They both have their heating set. Okay, so now we just have to set up heating oil in this guy. And then diesel. We still have to deal with regular diesel though. We might need a third one of these for this. Right, that's what they said. This is cracked diesel. Boom. Now we're making petroleum coke. We'll set up another one for diesel. What do we have? Cracked or regular diesel here? Yeah, regular diesel will be an issue. So what we could do is crack it for petroleum gas, kerosene, send all the kerosene together, or we could just do another thing like over there where we have that set up with diesel. We could just be able to mix them, right? That'd make a lot of sense, but no. Okay, anyway, we're getting coke or gas, which is useless because it produces carbon dioxide. So we don't need that. We don't need CO2. We'll need a third coker though. Definitely gonna need a third one. In the meantime, I'm just gonna work on the structure. We're gonna finish up with the structure today. Gonna be done for today probably. So I'm gonna, after I set up the structure, going to be done pretty much. Alright, so we're gonna set the first point down here. This is the starting area, then work our way up to the top. We're just gonna be right up here. So does this actually work? Like, he actually figured out how to make that work. Alright, it should be able to go straight into the thing. Or it's gonna do that. It's gonna do one of those because he didn't really figure out how to make it perfect. Just shooting dash all over the area. Spitting out dash. Right, this should go to there. Which should set where we need everything to go. There we go. Much better. Much better. Perfect. Now, all I have to do is set up a bunch of concrete, make this place look a little bit better. And that'll be all for whatever I'm doing today. Whatever the heck ends up happening, I'll be good for that. Setting up our large amount of verticality right here. Verticality base, guys. Verticality base. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, beep, 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 beep. I see the issue with this guy. He's not set up to actually output from the thing. Which is crazy, dude. How the heck does that happen? How do you mess this up like this? It's okay, though. It's okay. Alright, we got time. We got time to fix this. And everything else that might be messed up. Okay, there we go. Polymer bakelite's doing its stuff. Bakelite polymer, whatever the heck you want to call it. It's going through the machine to the place where I want it to be. Column of this. This column. I also should have, if I'm correct, I can actually do this where I can fit all of that and still make it look like kind of decent with this pillar and everything. I know exactly how to do it. We'll just use this here. Go around. Check here. Look. Dash. Polymer. Dash. Backlight. Boom. Then we could just have on that side. I'll see about how I'm gonna hook this in. I don't know. I don't even know. We're just gonna leave it as a pillar. All right, let me see. I'm gonna probably end the stream here, guys. Yep, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. So thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. We don't really have much